Good morning, Fletcher. I am Jack, and this is an all-new episode of FNN. First up, we're going to hear from Ben to wrap up the Women's History Month.
From Women's History Month. Let's hear from some of our teachers and staff here at Fletcher.
So my favorite woman in history is Helen Keller, and a lot of the reasons was because she was such an activist. She had advocated for the people with disabilities, and she would speak all over the country. And because she had lost her hearing when she was only 19 months old, and it was just from a high fever. So she just made it a goal in her life to go across the world and preach about that and try to get people get people educated on the equal rights for people with disabilities. And so that's the reason why I chose Helen Keller.
RBG is my favorite woman in history because she's inspired generations of women to fight for gender equality.
My favorite woman in history is an artist, and her name is Georgia O'Keeffe. She is a very famous modern artist known for painting enlarged pictures of flowers, skyscrapers from New York City, and landscapes from New Mexico. She's known as the mother of modern art.
My favorite woman in history is Florence Nightingale, who made hospitals a cleaner and safer workplace.
My favorite woman in history is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was a Supreme Court justice and a fierce advocate for women's rights.
My favorite woman from history would be Stacey Abrams.
Why?
Great question. So in 2018, she organized and founded the Fair Fight Advocacy Group, which got all these people in Georgia voting to make it right and fair. And I thought it was pretty cool what she did.
That's cool.
My favorite woman is Maya Angelou.
Why?
Well, because I'm an RC teacher and I like poetry. So first and foremost, she is known for her poetry, but also because of her work for civil rights.
There are so many wonderful and excellent women to pick from. I'm actually going to pick two. I picked Clara Barton, who helped found the Red Cross and created opportunities for women during the Civil War they didn't have, but also create opportunities for us throughout life. And also Amanda Gorman, because I think her poetry is beautiful, her outlook on life is beautiful, and I love watching her perform her poetry.
That's cool, but why?
But why? Well, because Amanda Gorman is actually kind of like my Fletcher students. She has a reading disability, and she still learned to overcome that to become an amazing writer, reader, performer, and really an artist who has changed the world.
Okay.
I would have to say there's so many, but if I had to pick one, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
That's cool, but why?
Well, so many things that she did. First of all, she was the first Jewish woman in the Supreme Court, and she just worked all her life for equal rights for women and to make sure that women had the same rights as men.
Ryan, that's a great question and an easy one for me to answer, but my favorite woman throughout history is Taylor Swift.
That's cool, but why?
Taylor Swift is my favorite because I've grown up with her, and she has recorded multiple albums, but right now she's actually in the process of re-recording those albums because someone else in her life would not sell those albums back to her, and she wants to be able to own all of her music. And that inspires me to make sure that sometimes you experience challenges or obstacles in life, and those obstacles or challenges will require you to take back what is yours. And that inspires me to continue to confront challenges or obstacles in my life and take back what might be mine.
I think I'm going to go with Clara Barton, and I chose Clara Barton because she founded the Red Cross, which is still around today and helps so many people in need.
That was a fun closing to Women's History Month. Thank you for all those teachers to sharing us about their favorite women from Women's History Month. I'm going to tell you about some of my favorite teachers at Fletcher. Miss Henshaw, Miss Nelson, Miss Ramsey, Miss Tierney, Miss O'Connor, Miss Dudiak.
Let's see what today is.
Hi guys, I'm here with Miss Shepherd. Today's National Crayon Day. What's your favorite color of crayon?
Brown.
Did you see the 3 crayons on this clip?
Please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance with some of our third graders.
Is one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What did the Yeti say at the beginning of the race?
Yeti said go!
Don't forget to send in your March Madness predictions by the end of today. That's it for this week. See you next time on FNN.